What's everyone doing? I've just been watching Southern Belle. Hello, Southern Belle. I've got you on in the background. And they're crafting. I was in the chat for a bit, and now I'm hungry. So I'll turn it down a little bit. But I'm watching Southern Belle. I was muted. I'm still playing you. Just muting you for a minute while I'm doing my breakfast. So I've got some fresh homemade bread here. And I got some eggs. Got a pan. We got to turn it on. Oh, and we need butter. We need butter. So let's grab the butter. Hey, Will, good morning. Nice to see you here. Got my margarine. I'm not a margarine fan. I'm not promoting margarine, but that's all I got. So we do it with what we got. And I love butter, though. Butter is my favorite. I would take butter any day, any second over that. But I need to get myself a couple more of these spatulas. I love them. Let me put you down for a sec while I wash the spatula because I only got one. I only got one, and I use it as a flipper and everything. Like, this works as a flipper and everything. Like, I don't like using my plastic. I don't like using these. I mean, I have one, but I like using my flipper, especially for eggs. It just works really well. I just gotta wash it. When you only got one, you gotta wash it, and then everything stays better when you don't have too much stuff. Like when when you have too many dishes or whatever, it's things can just get chaotic, right? But as long as you have one of everything, like things you need, right? Let's put you back up here. Let's see. Oh, the pan's already hot. The pan is already hot. Whew. Okay, let's get the eggs in there. Some eggs. And it's easy just to have eggs. Like if I'm really hungry, I would make some eggs and then some potatoes, like fried potatoes with it and onions. But I'm just feeling like some of my homemade bread and some eggs. Hello, hello. I was just at Southern Belle's channel, and she's got crafting going on there. So there's like 4 ladies on the panel doing crafting. When I get in my crafting mood one day, again, I will definitely connect with Southern Belle and see if she wants to do a live, crafting with me and some other ladies, right? Get together and other channels for everyone's channel that does the crafting. But yeah, they were doing diamond arts today, and I'm supporting. So yeah, because I got 2 channels, so I got to be busy working all the time. So when I get up, I have to put myself in that energy. You're a YouTuber now, so get to work. So, right? So that's what I have to do, because I'm not getting paid yet, but, once you make that happen, everything else will fall into place, right? So we are very close on my other channel, my Cast Love 111 channel. We're very close to being monetized, and it's been a long time since I started that channel, and uh, and I really started working it the last year. And so since I've been really working both of my channels for the last year, they have started growing a lot more. So now I don't want to slow down now. So my goal is to eventually be able to support myself with the 2 channels and everything I do on the 2 channels. Right now I'm on ODSB, but they put me on hold because there's something I didn't do, and I'm so sick of having to do things that I didn't know I had to do, and then all of a sudden you get a letter and you don't even know what you didn't do, like, you know what I mean? And the thing that they said on there, reporting my income, well, I ain't making nothing. I ain't making nothing. So whoever thinks I'm making a bunch of money on YouTube, I ain't making nothing yet. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So there's that. So now I have to, like, I contacted them already. and just waiting for them to call me back. But it's bringing back my anxiety and my PTSD and triggers and bad memories of the times that I had to suffer and really suffer, like financially, emotionally, spiritually. I've suffered all the way. And I had a little bit of peace for about a year, and now it's getting unpeaceful again. So I hate this juggling me around. I hate that. Oh yeah, I got it a little bit hot. I'm gonna have 2 eggs. Sometimes I have 3 eggs. Sometimes I have 3 eggs. Ah! I don't know why these eggs. I don't know why these eggs doing this. I've never had eggs that do this so much, like as these ones do. Never had I have eggs that will do this as much as these ones do. I don't know why they're doing it. They're great Ridge eggs. Canadian. Ooh! We got popping eggs. We got popping eggs. Y'all, we got popping eggs. Let's get them let's get them in this plate. Ooh. There we go. Alright, so now what I have to do is this sucks. It sucks. Alright, so we got a lot of spitting going on here. Alright, so we're gonna turn the burner off for a minute. Put this pan back on there. Hey everybody, and everybody that's popped in from Southern Belle. Hey, way up, dude. Hey, I'm not. Hey, Abby. Where is everybody? Hey, Crafty Amanda. What else did I miss? Oh, that's it. Okay. Yay, yay. All right. So we got bread over here. Sorry, I didn't even know I had it turned around. All right, we're gonna let me show you the eggs first. They're so good looking. So we're gonna put some salt and pepper on them. I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on these. Let me cut some bread here. All right, let's cut some bread. And I'm gonna move this for a sec. I don't have a lot of counter space on my stove. So I got 2 breads left from what I baked the other day when I made that pizza. And I took these 2 loaves out yesterday, so they're still fresh. I'm gonna have to eat this within today, tomorrow. So when you have fresh bread, you can only have it out for about 3 days, and then it starts like, you know, going old and stuff. So we got some bread, homemade bread, very light. We're gonna use big. I'm gonna use big. What is the big Texas style toast like? And this bread is really good too. Like if it's starting to go like not as fresh and stuff, and if you just toast the bread in the oven. And you give it a good toast, and then you pour some coffee over the toast, and then you take the coffee off, and then you put a little bit of thick cream on it, in a plate, obviously. Put a little bit of thick cream on it, and then you put salt and pepper. I mean, not pepper, salt. You put a little bit of salt, and that is the way the German Mennonite people eat their bread when it's starting to, you know, go off. So they don't waste nothing. They do that. So that's why I learned as a kid to do that, and I love it. We call them braten. So if you're German Mennonite and or you've been around German Mennonites, you know what Braten are. Braten is basically bread that is soaked in coffee and then put cream on. And a lot of people will toast it, or you can just do it without being toasted. I'm gonna put this back, and I'm gonna toast my breads in my pan with butter, so that way they can get nice and how I like them. I'm just trying to put this piece of bread back here. So what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of butter on these, but the pan already has butter on it already. So I'm just gonna do both sides. I'm just gonna toast my bread in the pan. And if you're a nomad or if you're cooking outside, you can do this too with your bread. If you don't have a toaster, you know, you can do this. You can just toast it in a pan, or you can toast it in the oven. And if you want to toast it with butter, you'd better toast it in a pan. All right, there's that. Hey, Waffles. Hey, girl. Alright, here we got the toast going. We got this going on high. Keep watching. I watered all the ones you see. All those ones I watered them last night. And I still have to water all of those ones right there. All of these ones I have to water up there. All the hanging ones up there. I have to water them, especially this one. And I want to show you my cactus. My Easter cactus is blooming so well. Look at all the beautiful flowers from this is the first time this one has bloomed for me. So it's beautiful. And I have my Christmas cactus up there. And I also have some of the Christmas cactus right here. So I've got these ones together. And so yeah, I'm very happy about my blooms. And this one here is my lemon tree. It's like 8, 9 years old now. And I still got my lemon tree. I'm a genius. I grew it from a seed. So yeah, I got all my spider plants. All right, let's go check. Let's go check. Oh shit! Hopefully it didn't do too much. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't do too much. It didn't do too much. All right, thank God. We're just gonna turn this off. That's gonna go off. Woo! Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. All right, let's take it off. It's not as bad on the other side, so it's a little bit dark. Not too bad. I'll still be able to eat it. Cajun style cooking. That's what goes on here. Cajun style cooking. I brought these little turtle plant up on the oven here, the stove, so it can stay warm. I think that's why these are not growing so fast, is because of the cold. And I think it's the ceramic or whatever that I should probably put it in another type of thing than that. All right, let's eat this. Let's eat this. Grab a fork. Have breakfast with me, guys. I know, like, it's just very simple breakfast, but it's very healthy for you to eat some eggs. And hey, Drake. Derek or Drake? Did I say it right? Anna, I can't stay long. Not feeling well. Oh, I hope you feel better, girl. Sending you healing energy. All right, let's eat. Let's eat. Oh, do I even have a room to eat? Because I have all my cards up here because I went through all my cards. Got all my cards right here. And some of them are here. I'm going to be doing a reading here shortly. And these are the angels today, for those of you that want to know the angels today. So I'll just let you read them. Just hold it there. And we got leadership. And we got moon cycles. Use that energy that you're feeling to to create things when you're feeling these. And this is you're overcoming difficulties for a lot of people right now. And ask these angels to help you guys with what you're doing in your life, like that helps you to heal and overcome difficulties. And listen to the reoccurring physical and emotional uh, feelings as they are divine guidance. So that those are divine guidance that you're feeling. So have the courage. Ask these angels to have the courage to take this leadership, to take the lead. Be the leader. Make things happen, overcoming difficulties. That's what we're doing here. All right, guys, let's eat. Put my angels right there. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. Gotta give Shelby her food. There it is. My breakfast. Woo. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm just going to eat my breakfast and I'm going to get out of here on this channel. But if you want to, I'll probably be on the other channel today. Because I haven't been on there for like a day. Well, no, I was on there. I haven't been on here for like 2 days. That was different for me because I had been starting to be on here all the time. So let's say praise for this food. Thank you, Lord, for this food. Jesus, pray, amen. All right. Thank you for this food. All right. I always find that food tastes better when you thank God for it. So I have always done it. I was taught that when I was a kid. Like, you got to be thankful for everything. So, and it tastes better. Like, I have eating disorders, so for me, it's important for me to thank God for the food. Be thankful for it because then it tastes better. Hey, Jessie Lynn, Jessica Lynn. Oh, sorry I didn't give you guys the first bite, but we'll share this bite. Here you go. Yum. Oh, yum. This is actually good when you're hungry, and an egg is actually really good for you when you're hungry. And I think that's why it's a breakfast food. Hey, Sassy Cassie. Thank you. I like it. My sass is starting to come out of me. Slowly but surely. I have days now where I can be sassy, I've been in a very depressed mood for a long time, and I'm trying to get out of it. I have good days. I'm starting to have more good days now. And that's good. Toast like this with butter is way better than in a toaster. You gotta dip it. You gotta dip it. Gotta dip it. Maybe someday we can make up some cool cards. I could always maybe sketch some stuff out. That'd be awesome! I want to do that. But I have put all that stuff in the back of my mind right now. Everything that I've thought about creating and starting a business and all that, I've put it in the back of my head right now because I don't have all the right resources to do all that right now. But yeah, this is how we get the resources together, is by talking about what each person has to bring to the table about something, something like that, something great like that, like making cards. And I would love to make some cards of like, people even that like OGs on my family. I mean, on my family. Like okay, so the reason I said family is because for me, I call everybody my friend, and for me, when you actually are my true, friend, I call you my family. So I think of you as my family when we are really close friends. So people sometimes say, "Oh, when you call everybody your friend," and da da da. But my terms of friendships is like acquaintances, basically. When I call everybody on YouTube my friend, because there's a when you do that, when you feel like that everybody's your friend, that means that everybody has potential to become everybody has potential to become part of your like group, your family. You know what I mean? Like, like-minded people. But yeah, because I always feel like everybody has the potential to be somebody's friend, like real friend. You know what I mean? And it depends on whether you can open up to a person fully or not. That's where the friendship turns into family kind of friends. And when you think of your family as somebody that you never leave, family is forever. And that's how I think of my good friends, is they're forever. Even if we have a fight, even if we have a disagreement, even if we don't talk for months. Once the energy is lighter and you can actually talk about what the problem was, then you're still together, And spirit, you're still together, and your hearts, you're still together. In your minds, you sometimes separate because in your minds, all these other things that affect our minds, what people do, their actions, stuff like that, that doesn't have nothing to do with how we feel about them. Like when it comes to like your heart, your soul. Your heart and soul doesn't see the physical bullshit, like, you know what I mean? It does see it, but I mean, it doesn't like judge you by it because we're all human, and humans make a lot of mistakes because we're here learning, and as long as we're learning from our mistakes, then we should be okay. As long as we don't make mistakes that that are like detrimental, like that cause someone pain, um, physical, emotional, spiritual, or any other way. So that's why sometimes when friends and family distance themselves from each other, they don't want to damage that relationship to the point where there's no return, you know, no returning from it. And there is obviously lines people can cross where there's no coming back from it. And that it would be something if you harm someone. Or, you did something that made someone not be here anymore. That's something we can't bring those people back, so we can't come back from that. You know what I mean? Then we have to just leave it up to God when somebody has done that. Then we just have to, like, leave those people alone. Yeah. Just getting out of the shower? Oh, squeaky clean. Squeaky clean. Yeah. Oh, I think I just got some egg in my hair, maybe, maybe not. Oh well. Cheers. So, hopefully I feel better, like not feel yucky after I eat. And I do have to go to the store and get my dog some food. I have to go get dog food and lotion because I'm out of lotion and I cannot live without lotion. I need lotion every day, especially in the wintertime. I need lotion because my skin. This next one, I'm just gonna just kind of wipe off the plate with my bread, and then I'm gonna put this on there, the other egg. All right, I'll let you guys have a bite. Mmm. That's really good bread. My grandma makes that, made that before. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, I bet your grandma made the best bread in the world. My grandma did. She made the best bread I ever tasted. And I made my first time making bread was at my grandma's. It was for my grandma, and I was 9 years old. And my grandma, she told me, she was lying. Or it was beginner's luck, I don't know. But my grandma said it was the best bread she ever had. It was better than hers, she said. So I've always kind of had that pride about my bread because of my grandma. Because of what she said about it. You know, it's given me confidence and I became a good bread maker. A lot of our family did, you know. But not everybody in the family is like enjoys it like I do. Like I don't like the time that it takes, but I enjoy making bread when I'm hungry for it, and then I know that I made that. And anyways, I'm already full. Maybe I talk too much. I just found a great cream and for wrinkles and everything everything I twist, and it's called Water Drench by Peter Roth. Yeah, I need that. I need that. Like, you know, right here. Right here. I have always had this. I've always had this. I saw somebody else the other day with this, like, with their eyes like that. And I don't wear makeup most of the time, so you can see it. But the stuff that I use now for like cover up, like if I do my cover up, I found a good cover up, but it still doesn't like cover that. But yeah, I saw some girl doing like yesterday, like you know this like needle things, and it's like comes in a little thing, and you just poke your whole face, and it's supposed to make it a collagen or whatever. And it was just a little thing like this, and it had like a little, you know, it was like that round, and then it had like little tiny needles, I guess. You just put it like on your face. I saw a girl doing that yesterday. Maybe I should start doing stuff like that. My eyebrows, they're still dark, you know, even though my hair is silver. My eyebrows are still dark, so because I'm blonde now, I dyed my hair blonde now, so my eyebrows still look pretty pretty dark. I'm a I am European blood, so they're very European people are very hairy. You wonder about that? I think that's like a lot of sadness in your life. Like you've cried a lot in your life, you've been sad a lot in your life. That's what happens. So when you're like I've been so emotional since I was a kid. You know what I mean? And the family that I was born into, my dad was an alcoholic, so there was a lot of chaos and conflict, and that made me very sad all my life. Like my whole life, I've been a very sad person. I've had, you know, times in my life where I was really super happy because I was with someone and they made me so happy, and we felt like we really got each other. Like I found a person that really get me, and so I've been really sad in my life, like until I found like that, you know, till I really found how to connect with God and the angels and learned about self love and self worth. And since I've learned about self love, like I don't allow people to come into my life as a person, like a boyfriend or whatever, to just compete with me or compete with my energy or put me down. And that's what these men have done that I've dated. So and then the last time I was like, why do I always do better when, it doesn't mean I have a better job or have a good job or anything, but I always do better when I'm not with a guy. And that's when I decided that I don't want to date anymore until I find the right one at all. I don't want to date nobody. I'm not into that. I like to go have fun, but that would be just friends. Like I would like to go have fun. But I'd like to have a partner that's my best friend. But I'm not. I don't want to date to find out. Like I don't want to date to find out if I like somebody. I just want to hang out with them to find out if I like them, not date them. And that's how I've always like found my men is like hang out with them and not go on dates. But I mean, once you know you like each other, then you go on a date, right? That's how I think that should go. You shouldn't just go on a date with like a random stranger. You should go and do stuff with a random stranger and do fun stuff, but not call it a date, not make it anything intimate. Because people that really love, they can't really open up to someone intimately, whether it's emotionally intimately or physically intimately, unless they know that person and know kind of their thoughts on things. But yeah. Yeah, so like telling your whole life story on YouTube is not really safe. Um so I think I will tell my story when my channel is monetized and I can open like I can do that now, but I really don't want to do it yet. The Patreon, like a Patreon or something where it can be behind a wall, and if people really want to know, they can go and pay the couple bucks. So like. I don't know anything about Patreon yet, but I have a friend of mine on YouTube that is sharing his life, and he's going to do it on Patreon because he has a very detailed memory of his life too. And I'm like that. I have a very detailed memory of my life, and so I want to tell my story so that other people are going through it or whatever they can go by my story and learn something from it. And I had an aha moment yesterday. It was like, when you're in an abusive relationship, people say, "Why'd you stay? Why'd you stay? You're stupid. Why'd you stay?" That's why I've never really talked about it. Because I knew why I stayed, but I didn't know how to help people understand why I stayed, right? So I stayed for the kids. I stayed for the kids. And because he had kids, I had kids, and he had kids. He had his kids every other week. So we had like 5 kids every other week, and then my two the other weeks, right? And he was never there when his kids were not there. He was never there anymore. Um, when my kids weren't there and his were, I still wasn't free. I still had to watch his kids, even though my kids weren't there, and I could go do whatever I wanted because I was with him and I was loyal. And he used to send his kids over to my house, like when he would want to take off. And eventually I would just go over to his house to make supper and then he would take off, right? That's how it was. Why did I stay 6 years? Why did I stay so long? I found out what he was doing probably 4 years into it, 5, 6. So why did I stay 2 more years? Because I was trying so hard to get him help as well. And I couldn't really talk about it because I could have been in danger. I could have been in physical danger. People I love could have been in physical danger if I would have like tried to talk about that. Stop! Stop! That's enough. And and when I did finally go, my brain switched. Okay, so he tried to commit suicide, and I brought him out of it. I saved his life. And after that, I just like I couldn't take no more. Stop. There's people, crackheads in the hallway that don't want me to talk about this right now. Um, and stop. They're probably out there in front of my door getting internet. That's what they do. Not from my internet, from the guy across the hall. Anyways, so I was talking to my family yesterday, and I was like, yeah, you know, I opened the Bible then, and it said the blind leading the blind. Yeah, I was in love with him. I was making every excuse for him. I was just trying to help him, and I was just, doing his priorities. I was doing everything for myself, himself, and then myself got lack, and I started being very drained. I was so skinny, like I had no energy. But when I did finally leave, I called his ex and I said, "Come and get your kids, cause I'm gone." So that's what I could have done a long time ago. Before that, I could have just called her up and said, "Hey, come get your kids. I can't do this anymore." But I did it for 6 years, and then it took me a long time to heal. And there's that. Hey, saying hi, Abby. Hi, Abby. I'm back. Welcome back, Abby. So yeah, and Abby, when someone's telling a story like that, and you shouldn't be sitting there saying, "Oh, pay attention to me. You're an energy. You're like an energy vampire. You're being me, me, me." This channel is my channel, so I say whatever I want to, and if you don't want to listen, and if you want the attention on here, just you had to spam me saying me, 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 and if I didn't pay attention to you, saying bye, bye. Then don't come back, okay? Okay, Abby, don't come back if you're gonna be like that, because we're not selfish over here. Hey, Stiffy. There's people like that that throw little stones in your way when you're on your spiritual path. But yeah, I ate it all, guys. I ate it all. One more bite. But if I'm not thinking about eating, then I can eat it better. So if I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I can eat better. To help mommy, you're still here. Thank you, Will. I appreciate you. Thanks for having breakfast with me, guys. I hope you all have a blessed day and evening. It is already 3:27 here. So I'm going to do a reading after this. So if anybody wants to, make sure you subscribe to Cast Love 111. That channel there, and that channel there, I'm there for you all. And this channel is my channel, my personal channel. The other channel is a channel I can be there for everyone, okay? On this channel, I just kind of help motivate you by sharing my stories when I'm coming on here to eat or something like that. I find I can eat better when I have food. You don't have enough food? Or do you mean you haven't made any food? That's the problem with me a lot of times. I have food, like there's frozen stuff, you know, there's canned stuff, but making the things, that's our brain sometimes has to put itself in that energy where you start thinking about what would you like to eat, what would agree with your stomach at the time, right? We're all different, and some people can eat this for breakfast. Some people can't stomach certain things for breakfast, and so on. So you got to make sure what you can eat for different times. Like I did actually make a list of things that would be good things for breakfast, good things for lunch, good things for supper. I did make a list, but I don't know where that is now because I have so many books that I'm so unorganized with my paper stuff that I need a secretary. I need someone to help me organize all my paper stuff and my computer. No food to make at the moment. Where you at for Stiffy? Oh, I literally I wanted to talk about what's going on right now, and but when I wanted to talk about it, I wanted to actually should have done it last night because I knew exactly what I wanted to say about about what's going on in America right now. And all I want to say, Stiffy, is that blame that asshole Trump for doing what he did to, because there's like all the workers you had there. Well, that's probably why people are not going to be having food anymore because all the workers are gone now. There's millions and millions of people that have left America, and I watched them all yesterday on live stream, live streaming. I was watching them live while it was live streaming, and I don't know. I don't keep up with the politics, but I know that he did something that made these people say, you know what? We're taking our power back and we're going on our own free will. We're going home, our own free will. And if you guys, we worked our ass off for everybody to have food in the country, for the grocery stores to have food and everything like that. And a lot of Americans, and the same with a lot of Canadians, I ain't going to leave us Canadians out. A lot of Canadians and a lot of Americans could not do the work that these people have done for them. And now they just fucked it all up. And now, I'm sorry, but poor Americans and poor Canadians are going to have to work for themselves now. Like, work for themselves or work for these assholes that have sent, that treated all these workers bad and sent them home. I've worked with companies where they treated all the immigrant workers really bad. And if they said no to work, when they were supposed to work, they get sent back. They don't get fired, they get sent back. So they're still, this is going to stop. This is going to stop slavery. Okay? When people have to start making their own shit happen. All those people, all they go back to Mexico, and especially all the Spanish people that were trying to cross on their own there and not taking a plane to go home. They're like, no, we're going to do this our own way. We're not going to be controlled by a government that's kicking us out of their country when we've done all the work. And that's why Americans are so fat, and a lot of the Americans are so fat, is because they sat in their ass at home while the Mexicans worked and bitched about Mexicans taking their jobs because they didn't want them. Those Spanish people never got to do work that any Canadian or American wanted to do. They had to do all the shit that nobody else wanted to do. And that's kind of feels like how I am. Like, I'm a reader, I'm a healer, I'm a spiritual light worker, but there's so many low vibrational tarot readers that those same people, the low vibrational tarot readers, will come to me and say that I'm evil. Just so the people get distracted and go with them. And there's people that aren't even tarot readers that are evil, and they do all kinds of evil shit, but they want to come here when I'm on a spiritual path and I'm on a spiritual journey where I don't do anything bad, where I watch really bad what I do, if anything bad, and those people still want to judge me. So, you know what I mean? I don't let nobody judge me no more. Anyone that can judge me is God and myself. Anyways, there's my little rant about that. So I do have something to say about that when I was watching that last night. I was like, man, these people don't realize how blessed they are to like leave that country that never appreciated them. And you know what? I was born in Mexico. People don't work their life they don't work themselves to the bone to survive. They do things natural. That's why they have a good life. Some people have a good life up there because they learned natural things. They learned how to bake, they learned how to cook, they learned how to grow their own food. Bye, Jessica. I don't do politics. No, but this is people. This is not politics. I barely spoke about the asshole. I just spoke about the people and empowering them. That what I said here today, if those people are watching me, they should feel very empowered right now because they took their own life into their own hands and not let someone grab a plane for them to go home. Yes, it's going to be a hard journey for them, and hopefully they are tough enough to make it through to get home. And you know what I saw on the other side? It would the other side. It would they were welcoming the Mexican people back home. They said "Viva Mexico." You know, maybe that's what the people of Mexico was waiting for, all the people to come home and do all the hard work they did in America and in Canada, do it in their own country and see how beautiful their country is going to become. They have everything they need over there. Just like every country has everything they need. It's the selfish people that think that we need other countries to help each other. What we need is to be peaceful with each other because every country does things differently. And joining everybody together is not going to make a good thing happen because not everybody likes to live in one way. And that's why I don't agree with the one world order, because everybody has a right to live their own way. And I'm a person of a multicultural, so I'm also a person that had um, culture shock when I came to Canada. You know what I mean? I was 15, but I felt at the time I had to turn myself into an English person. You know, do everything like the Canadians do. Well, the Canadians don't do a lot of things right. I'm saying. That's why a lot of people that come from other countries, they become bad over here because they think, oh, we're supposed to act like that. Because that's how all the Canadians, all the Americans act. They just want to be part of the group. I've never wanted to be part of that group. The group that does stupid shit, that has no morals. They think everything is okay. They don't have no line that they don't cross. I don't trust those people. The people that don't have anything, that they would do anything, and they don't have any like uh, discernment, or they don't have any like self control and all that stuff. But anyways, this channel is my life channel. I will talk about any life situations, and you can disagree. Anybody can like have their opinion. This is what I'm saying here is my opinion. I mean, that's just my opinion, but that's just what I feel from that. You know what I see intuitively. Anyways, have a good day, everybody. Thanks for listening. And yeah, leave me comments, guys. I'd like to hear what you all have to say. I'd like to hear how you feel about all that. Anyways, because you know what? If we say we don't care, then we're letting the evil people and the evil situations take our world. All right, goodbye. Have a good day. Peace out. And again, my opinion.